The other items that you carry in there are everything that you would use for cooking. Besides the pot, you might have a tin plate. I brought some silverware of sorts from home. And a very important item would be this cloth. With this, I would use this for washing my face. I would use it as a sling for a bandage. I would even use it for washing my dishes.
Along with the accoutrements, we were issued weapons. In the infantry, we were typically issued a rifled musket. This is a muzzle loader. This particular one is a replica of an 1861 rifled musket. Weighs about 10 pounds, very heavy. It is loaded through the muzzle. It shoots a 500 grain lead mini ball, which if it struck you, if it didn't kill you, it would cause, if it hit you in the arm, your arm to be amputated because it would shatter everything that it passed through. More people died, well, of course, from disease in the Civil War than from bullet wounds, but more people, more soldiers died from the effects of having their arms and legs amputated than actually killed directly on the battlefield. We are going.
My mother sent out word and she says, they're going to sell you, Harriet. Well, I had a crazy quilt Dad made. I didn't have no money, so John took all of it. And I went to the Quaker lady and I handed her my crazy quilt and I said, I come to buy a ticket to get on the Underground Railroad. And she started laughing at me. I said, don't laugh at me. You're the one that said the Underground Railroad come through here, woman. And there's no tunnel or no train, so where is it? And she gave me 2 pieces of paper and I put one in each pocket. She said, you walk over here 3 miles and they'll tell you how to go to the next place. So I walked part of the way. I rode on a boat part of the way. There's a lot of swamps and stuff in that part of Maryland. And I went in a wagon part of the way, and as I crossed over there, I looked at my hands. When I got to Philadelphia, and they was the same color. I looked at my feet, and they was the same color. And I looked at my face in the water there, and it was the same color. And I was free, and I was so glad. And I went into Philadelphia.
And now the other problem was, you start your work, and all of a sudden, Dad, big brother, all the men in the house are gone. They've gone off to fight the war. So what do? Up until the Civil War, very few women worked outside of the home. It just wasn't done. They stayed home. But now that the war is gone, the men are all gone, and the women are needed to run the factories. And this is where the girls came in, was the munition factories. Because the shells and stuff they used were paper tubes that they would fill with powder and shot and then twist. And you see them on the picture, ripping off the shell and filling their rifles. Well, men have big hands, but the girls have these tiny little skinny fingers, and they were really good at making those little paper tubes because their fingers fit. Well, one of the big places was the Allegheny Arsenal, it was up in Pennsylvania, and they employed a lot of women and young girls to work there. Well, when they would bring the powder into Arsenal, they would have it in these big kegs. Now, they were only supposed to use the kegs one time, but during the war, supplies got tight, so they would use these barrels over and over and over again. So they started getting leaks in it. One day a wagon came in, and it was leaking. So there's this line of powder running out behind it. Next wagon coming in, horses had the horseshoes on. And most of the girls did the cobblestone. So here comes the horse, hits the powder with his metal shoe, makes a spark, and the next thing you know, the whole arsenal goes up in flames. Over 60 women and children, about your age, were killed in that fire. That was one of the biggest civilian tragedies during the war.
Ready? Cover your ears, everyone. Fire!